possibly not falling in love with you.
From my point of view, I'm like, okay, you're coming into this great situation where you get to move into a house. You get to, share a bank account with me. I do make a little more money than him. So it's like, these are luxuries almost.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is? Yeah. We're taking a deeper look into how I believe Stacia is going to make the same mistake that men make. Because what she just mentioned there, that's not why someone's going to love you, right? Not for men anyway, okay? She's making the same mistake that men usually make, okay? Now, don't get it twisted. I do believe that as a man, when you offer provision, materialistic provision, then you're halfway there. But the other aspect is the emotional care. The other aspect is, how do I care for you mentally, physically, spiritually, sexually, and all the other aspects of intimacy. How do I care for you in those aspects? If I don't do that, then I'm only doing half the job of provision. But women are not supposed to be providing for men. When I say that in the sense of the fact that how traditional roles are. And biologically, we're never going to feel comfortable. I'm just going to be very honest with you. I don't care what generation we're in. Men are never going to feel comfortable. Okay, those who are good leaders, those who have that trait of leadership in themselves, are never going to feel comfortable with their woman consistently providing for them. Okay, because biologically, when we talk about even biblical standards, the curse for Adam was he would till the ground. Not woman, that he will till the ground. That was his curse. He will work. So when we have the role reversal, we have issues. I'm not saying a woman can't work. I'm not saying women can't earn money. Can't say women can't even out-earn money. Out-earn their men. That's what I'm talking about. I am talking about role reversal. Okay? All right? And when she stated what she stated here, we're going to go deeper into that. And I'll explain why it was problematic. I believe that this potentially could be a reason at the D-Day why they don't say yes. It's just one reason. But, I believe she's making the same mistake that men usually make. But listen, let's get deeper into it. If you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is. Listen, we're going to get deep into this. First and foremost as well, don't forget as well, guys, we are doing our US tour. Grab your tickets now. There's a link in the description as well for the event page. Grab your tickets. Listen, I don't want you to miss out. We're going to be touring from US in October. Listen, I want you to get on board for the live panel. If you've got VIP tickets, you get to be part of the After Dark as well. And After Dark's going to be 2 hours of special of madness. Trust me, it's going to be crazy. But let's get into this video. Let's talk a little bit about what Stacia was saying and why I believe this is a mistake that men make as well. All right, calm. Let's get back onto this video, okay? Let's just listen to this bit here, okay? Listen to this bit here.
Me, I do make a little more money than him. So it's like, these are luxuries almost for you.
I see you over there talking possibly not falling in love with you.
From my point of view, I'm like, okay.
Now, the question was asked about him falling in love with her. And she went on to say, well, he's coming into a place where he's coming into a house. I'm making a bit more money than he's coming to a joint account with me. And, I'm making a bit more money than him. He's coming into luxury. You know what I mean? And what she doesn't realize is, as men, we don't need that as luxury. We don't need that to feel comfortable. We don't need that to feel loved. What you're providing is a reversal of what men usually are providing for women. But without the emotional care, you miss the whole thing. How many women out there complain about men providing but never really being present emotionally? It's all good to provide financially, but emotionally, when you miss that aspect, you ruin the relationship, right? That's a mistake that men commonly make. But because women are happy to stay in some of these relationships due to security of financial wealth, and of course, it's going to affect your generations. If you can stay in this relationship, your kids will be having the load of the income or the financial prowess that person's got later on. So the women will tend to stay in those kind of relationships because, like I said, it's a financial security, well-being in long term, right? But when men don't cater emotionally, then women tend to start feeling like the relationship is only about the provision aspect. And then they feel lonely, they feel unloved, unprotected, because, you know, the emotional piece is missing. You don't care for them in that aspect. You don't call them. You don't try to find out how they're doing. All of that aspect is important to the relationship. And so when men make that mistake, relationships falter in their maintenance. Now, in the old days, you want to call it 1950s, 1900s, when women couldn't really work, when women couldn't have their own security, a lot of times men might miss that emotional care and they would stay in those relationships. Now we're in a generation where women can work and they can do their own thing. Therefore, they can choose not to stay in these type of relationships. It's that simple. So you have to provide the emotional care. But when you listen to what Stacia's actual reasoning is, it's very much 1950s male man. Look, I'm providing for you. I make more money than you. You know, you're getting a joint account with me. You know what I mean? You're coming to a life of luxury. What more could you want? How about you stop trying to pressure me into saying I love you? How about it? How about it? How about you relax on pressuring me to say I love you in the way that you want me to say it so that you feel comfortable? And we'll take a deeper look into that in another video where we dive deeper into both Nate and to Stacia and that background of having a father figure and how it can affect this aspect. But this right here is a common mistake men make. Listen again, okay? This is not something to be emulated. I know some people might be thinking, go on, Stacia, yes, girl, you're the one that's making the money. You are going to be lonely. You're going to be lonely. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Relax. Listen to what I'm saying to you. A lot of men do the exact same thing, all right? And it causes ruckus in the relationship. It causes the relationship to falter. Listen again, what she's actually really saying.
My point of view, I'm like, okay, you're coming.
First of all, pause there. From my point of view, which means this is her truth. This is what she sees the situation as. It's not words being put into her mouth. It's not me adding. It's not Keisha trying to extrapolate or interpret. No, this is Stacia's own mouth saying this. Stacia is becoming like a man in a relationship, and that is going to cause long-term issues because Nate ain't going to handle that for very long. Nate does not give you the impression that he wants to come into a very made situation. Don't get it twisted. I'm sure he would enjoy the house. Don't get it twisted. I'm sure he would enjoy a little bit of luxury and have financial clout. But you saw how he reacted with the 500-pound blender. You saw how he reacted with a 700-pound blender. Men have pride, and we're not going to accept this type of behavior for very long. Okay? All right? So listen to what she's saying, right? Oh. Wait, my computer want to mess up right now. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Apologies. Let me just add this again because it's been a bit of a... being cantankerous with me, you know. It doesn't want to work. But what she's about to say is she's about to let us know that this is why she feels that she needed love, right? This is why, because she's provided these things, okay? So let's just add this
situation where you get to move into a house, you get to share a bank account with me. I do make a little more money than him, so it's like these are luxuries almost for you.
Do you know why the music went at the end? Okay, first of all, because he says little, but two, also because she's describing things that have nothing to do with the emotional care. She's describing things that are to do with provision and leadership. And like I said, she's going to probably end up clashing because the reason why Nate's not going to have kids is because of this. Do you know why a lot of men don't want to date women who make more than them? Because of this attitude. See, sometimes you take on the male role. Right? Now, someone might say, well, I don't believe in gender roles. That's your business. That's your business. I don't care and I don't mind. I don't care for you. A lot of men do and a lot of women do. But a lot of men especially do believe in those roles. And even, like I said, being the fact that she's mentioned those particular things, nothing there was about, you know what, because I can nurture, I can love, I want to support, I want to encourage, I want us to keep on growing. Like, these are things why I thought I would be loved, whatever. No, what she mentioned was physical, material things as to why I would be loved. The same thing that men do, thinking that because they have money, they deserve to be loved. No, you don't. Love, money, they do go hand in hand, but they're not synonymous. And there are other stuff added to love. This is why that conversation in the kitchen is even more important later on when Nate tells her there is different components to love. Love is not just this one-dimensional way of looking at it. Now it gives more weight to that statement that he makes later on in the kitchen. But right here, she's letting me know that she's missing the mark. She's making that same mistake. Just one more time. Let's listen to it one more time. Huh?
To move into a house, you get to share a bank account with me. I do make a little more money than him, so it's like these are luxuries almost.
Language again. You do get to move into a house. You do get to share a bank account with me. You do know that I make considerable more money. You think your finances are going to get you love, sis. You think that it makes you deserve love. You think that makes you a high quality mate. It does not. It does not. Oftentimes it does not. I'm so sorry. Right? Because the content of character is even more important. People forget that. I want to fall in love with your content of character. I want to fall in love with the characteristics, your personality, right? Don't get twisted. Money is important. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying that, but when I want to fall in love with a woman, right? What's more important is money management, not necessarily how much money you make, but money management. Number two, what's even more important is, again, before even the money management, is how do you behave? What are your behaviors? How do you see me? How do you respect me? How do you love on me? How do you care? Like, how do you show affection? These things. What's your personality? You know what I mean? I try to look for these. What are your triggers? Because obviously some people's triggers I can't be dealing with that. Oh no. You know what I mean? Like, those things, intrinsic things, are what's important. Listen to me very carefully, ladies. I know that a lot of you guys are being boss babes and you're winning in life. Be a boss babe outside. Do not be a boss babe inside of your home. Unless you choose a man like who doesn't mind being follower rather than leader, right? Be a boss babe outside. Be a boss babe in the workplace. Be a boss babe in your career. Don't be one in your actual home. You'll get tired. You will get tired. Because you need the man to lead in that area so that you can relax in your full femininity, because it takes energy to be that aggressive. And look, when I say aggressive, not because you're black or anything, no, because in the outside world, in order to make it, you need to be aggressive. Not physically, but you need to be aggressive with the moves that you make. You can't do that in your relationship. And same for men too. You being aggressive out there in your career, you cannot be aggressive in your home. It doesn't work like that. We're on a love schedule, not a financial schedule. We need to make sure we are loving one another. Love is kind, love is enduring, love is patient, love doesn't count the wrongs. Love covers a multitude of sins. Okay, all right? Those things, they're not about the hardships out there, my friends. Please, don't make that same mistake, Stacia. Please, refine it, look at it again. Not because you got luxury goods, not because you make more money that they should love you, but show him your heart. Because you're talking about him showing his heart. You want him to open his heart to you so he can love you? Well, what you discussed was not your heart. What you discussed was more about your finances. And even the way you're leading the conversations about being more open, I think you're leading it again almost as if like you're in workplace again mode. You know what I mean? Like you're really hammering it in. It's like, babe, we're not in a meeting. You're in a love situation. Like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button, guys. And don't forget, grab your tickets. There's going to be a link down below in the comment section. Grab your tickets down below. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked and so loaded. We'll see you again very